said, a pictograph is a picture graph. Basically, you use pictures to show your graphs. So what I did is, because we didn't actually do all the explorations like they asked for us to do, what I ended up doing, boys and girls, is I just pulled out a bunch. We're going to fill it in together. So we are currently on page 81 in our math journal. Okay, creating a scaled picture graph. If you look, it's going to say copy this. We're not copying it. We're going to fill it out now. So what I did, boys and girls, is I just pulled out a bunch of pattern blocks and I put them over here. We're going to count how many of each we have. If we look, boys and girls, how many triangles did I pull out? Two. So in my chart here, I am actually going to write 2. Okay, a rhombus is very similar to, it's like a diamond, okay? But all sides are the same length. We have 2 different types of rhombus. We have a wide one where it looks wider than the skinny narrow one, okay? So if we look at my data here, my wide rhombus, I have 4 of them right here. So for wide rhombus, we're going to write 4. And for the narrow rhombus, which are these little guys here, we're going to write 2. Hexagon, boys and girls, means that it's a 6-sided shape. 6 sides. This is a hexagon because it has 6 sides. Hexa meaning 6. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexagons. I don't know why I'm marking that way. So I'm going to put 6 here. Okay? And trapezoids are these red ones. Oh, I got a lot of those. Okay. I'm just going to count from over here because there's too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 trapezoids. Holy guacamole. Now, we are going to turn this data here into what is known as a pictograph, also known as a picture graph because you use pictures. Now for my hockey one, I actually use hockey pucks to normally do it, but because we're not having hockey right now, I can't fill that out yet. Okay, the most important thing about a picture graph, well, that's a problem. Okay, I hope that stays. Whew, that was kind of scary. The flag fell down and hit me. All right, is this key down here? The key is going to tell you what your picture represents. Okay, sometimes your picture can just be for 1. Sometimes your picture can be for 5. Sometimes your picture can be 2. Sometimes your picture can be 10. Whenever you're doing a picture graph, always make sure you pay attention to this key right here. Okay? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to give it a title. My title is going to be Pattern Block Pictograph. Or picture graph is what they say here. So we'll do picture graph. Because the title tells me what I'm actually going to be measuring and what I'm actually going to be looking. Okay? Now, I like to do, when I do picture graphs, I usually do, like, each one is usually 2 pattern blocks. Let's think of something that we can use as a picture for this. Well, I don't want to have individual shapes. I want to choose one thing that I'm going to use for each one. So, guess what? I'm going to do a circle because a circle isn't any of those shapes. So, each circle that I draw here is going to represent 2 pattern blocks. every time you see one full circle, boys and girls, how many pattern blocks is that?
Two.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to label the sides for each of the pattern blocks. I'm going to start here. Triangle, wide rhombus, narrow rhombus, hexagon, and trapezoid. There are one trapezoid. Okay, well, let's look. Well, how about I give you just a minute to finish writing these down? I'm like ready to go. Ah! That's what happens when your teacher drinks coffee and Diet Coke. She gets a lot of energy, but you want her to have that energy. Both, yeah, you do. Yesterday was much more worse. So, triangle, wide rhombus, narrow rhombus, hexagon, trapezoid. Anytime we get two, we draw a full circle. Okay?
Okay, hold on.
So let's look. Triangle. How many triangles did I pull out? Two. So how many circles would I have to draw? One, because this is two. So I draw a circle. Do I always have to have a circle? No. I could do hearts.
What?
You could do smiley faces.
Star?
Yes, but I would say why stars are going to be difficult when we get to the trapezoids. Okay. Wide rhombus. How many wide rhombus did I pull out?
4.
4 wide rhombus. So how many circles would I have to draw? Well, let's count.
2.
1 would be for 2. Another circle would be 4. 2, 4. So I would need 2 circles. Because every time you see a full circle, it means I pulled out 2 of them. Okay, narrow rhombus. How many did I pull out? 2. So how many circles? 1. That's okay. Hexagon. How many hexagon did I?
6.
6. So let's count by 2s until I get to 6. 2, 4, 6. What?
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
It's an unequal number.
It's an odd number. Well, let's see what I would do. Let's go, because I had 13 here, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and a half of 1 would stand for 1. 13. That's why I said stars might not necessarily work, because drawing a half a star might be really hard.
I drew a half a star.
Okay? So, if you look, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13.
You erased half of it.
Can you believe that? You do have. You could draw a full circle and do half. What if I was counting by tens? Okay? How many would this be?
10.
10? This one?
20.
This one?
10. 10.
Okay, raising your hand this time. How many? Alana?
30.
10, 20, 30. Let's count this one together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65. Because half of 10 is 5. What if I was counting by 8s? How much would be here?
8. No. 16.
Let's look. 8 plus 8 is 16. Let's look here. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. What's half of 8? 4. So it'd be 52. Oh my goodness. And I know that's kind of hard to see, so I'm going to zoom in for the remote learners to see if they can see it a little better. So the way to tell what you're measuring with, the most important thing is your key. Your key is bling, bling, bling. Super, super, super important. Okay? Always check. It's not always going to be a 2. Always check this. Sometimes they try to trick you and make it 100. Sometimes they try to trick you and make it 1,000. So boys and girls, always pay attention to your key, okay? Blake, question?
This is fun.
It's fun because it's pictures, right? Pictures and math? Who would ever know? Okay, so now as we turn the page, boys and girls, guess what? You guys are going to get a chance to draw a picture graph. However, I want you to pay attention. Let's take a look at this key right here. What does the key say? Each rectangle is worth how many cars?
4.
So what if you had to draw half a rectangle? How many would that stand for?
2.
2, because half of 4 is 2. You take your number, split it in half. You are using this information here. So they did Friday for us. Let's count. This would be 4. This would be 8, because 4 plus 4 is 8. Well, let's count. 5, 6, 7, 8. What? You don't get it. What do you mean you don't get it? Look at the key. How many is each rectangle worth? 4. How many up here are there? 5, right? 6, 7, 8. So I have to make sure I have 8 cars. How much is this first rectangle worth, Annie? 4. How much is this one worth? 4. What is 4 plus 4? 8. Well, look. 5, 6, 7, 8. How about we do, let's do Saturday together. Okay? Let's count. 5, 10, 15, 16. Well, here we go. Let's draw rectangles under Saturday. What is this rectangle worth? What is the second rectangle worth? What is it worth? 4. What's 4 plus 4?
8.
Oh, I'm not done yet. Okay, let's go again. What is this rectangle going to be worth? 4. What's 4 plus 4 plus 4? 12. Am I there yet?
No.
Okay, let's draw another one. What's this rectangle worth? 4. So what's 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4? Or 4 times 4? Guess what, boys and girls? I just did it! What? Can you believe that? Let's look at the next one. Let's count. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Every time you see a line with a slash through it, that stands for 5. So you know you can count by 5s with your tally marks. So let's go ahead. And there we go. Making sure my computer's still working because we know how it likes to freeze on me. Let's start drawing rectangles together. How much is this rectangle worth? 4. How much is this? Okay, am I there yet? No. Let's draw another rectangle. How much would that rectangle be?
4.
What's 4 plus 4? 8. Sorry, I got it here. I'll blame Wrigley. Okay, I there? 4 plus 4 is 8. Am I to my 14 yet?
No.
Okay, let's draw another one. That's worth 4. What's 4 plus 4 plus 4?
10, 12,
12. Okay, let's draw another one.
okay.
What's 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4?
16.
Uh-oh.
That's too much.
That's too much. So let's only make it half. And how much is half worth?
2.
2. Well, let's count. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14. Half is 2. You get to draw pictures, though. I mean, pictograph pictures, pretty cool, right? Okay, so what you are going to do right now is you're going to answer questions 1 and 2. And then we're going to go over those in just a couple minutes, okay? Got it? Good. Go.